I think Caleb is going to be like Josh. I think it's going to take time. Tons of horsepower, great freelancer. I think it's going to take some years. How long do you give him?
Well, I'll tell you, based off this past weekend against Dallas, I caught parts of the game. I was traveling home from my game, so I only saw parts of it. The parts that I saw, he looked great. I mean, I call it, granted, it's a preseason game. The only time I got to see him up close and personal this year was in a preseason game where they blew out Buffalo. And again, preseason games are always tricky. You kind of got to read through the tea leaves as far as how the whole matchup works out. But I think Ben Johnson is as brilliant an offensive mind as there is in the game of football. I felt that way now for a couple years. I think it's going to take, as much as it's going to take Caleb Williams time to continue, I think it's going to take Ben Johnson time to figure out, all right, what works with this personnel group? What works in this locker room? What works in these meetings? What works in these installs? Like, as much success as he's had in his time as a play caller in Detroit, and as much time as Caleb Williams and the success he had in college, it doesn't always just automatically translate to the next place because every place is uniquely different and every place has their strengths and weaknesses. Ben Johnson is still working through what that looks like, being the head coach in Chicago. Everything you just said is spot on. I played there for 4 years. I understand firsthand what expectations and the noise and the media. It's real. It's not an easy place to play. I think Ben Johnson's personality and demeanor is a good fit. I don't think he worries too much about outside noise. I think he's very internally confident. I think as Ben Johnson continues to push Caleb Williams and coach him hard and hold him accountable, I think we're going to steadily see an improved Caleb Williams over time. Now, what is that ceiling? Physically, the ceiling is as high as anybody. Can he tie all of it together? Obviously, time will tell. I don't know if any of us really can predict it, but Ben Johnson didn't take that job because he didn't think Caleb Williams was going to be a good player. That was all baked into that decision. And I think it's just, here we are 3 weeks in. We've seen a lot of good. They did really well against Dallas, but their defense is a whole nother story. My guess right now is we're going to continue to see that relationship and that offense in Chicago steadily improve.